Anyway, whatever it is, okay. Um, but you don't need a recording. I mean, this is very basic thing, but hopefully you will get exercise here.
Actually, it's showing everything, so you just go by the debugging and fix it over there, then you'll know.
Yep, should be all right. You guys are good, so you guys will pick up. All right. Okay, so we used 2i, 2f, and chomp, if you need to use it, otherwise I have not seen much usage. So when you do this, right, gets, it has a new line character. So if you want to remove the new line character, you can use chomp. So dot gets dot chomp. Chomp. You can just put it that way instead of putting stdin dot gets. Okay. But you may not need to use it.
But chomp means stdin dot gates dot.
Yeah,
chomp.
or you can simply say gets. It will work too.
Okay,
Gets as well. You don't need to put stdin.
okay.
So it's dot chomp.
Yeah. So if I come back here. I think gets will work. Okay, if I just change it to simply gets, it will still work. Right, 15. And here I can say chomp. Okay. And I run it, you're not gonna see any difference in the program. Okay, because it's not, doesn't matter, output is remains same. But this one will remove the new line character, which is a /n. Okay, so when you get this value, this one actually contains whatever value you entered, so it will be something like 10/n.
That is the line now.
Yeah, this is how it gets the value. But as soon as you get it as a string and then you convert, it really doesn't matter. Okay, so for you there is no difference. Okay, so let's talk about operators, right? Any programming language you talk through, you will have operators, which are arithmetic operators, logical operators, assignment operators, comparison operators. Okay, so there are a bunch of arithmetic operators, plus, minus, star. This is any like just like calculator, right? So if I do something like a plus b, so x plus y, x has a value of well, what is the value? Assume a holds value of 10 and b holds, what is it? 20, right? So addition, so if you do something like this, it will give you 30. A multiply or a minus b, is it minus? Yeah, it's minus, right? Subtraction. So it gives you 10 or negative 10, whatever. A multiply b, yeah. So this arithmetic operator are there. It's just like any programming language. Now there is exponent as well, a star star b, which is exponent. Okay, so that's power to 10 or gives you answer 20. And so forth. So play around when you get a chance, right? I think there are some exercises I'm going to give you here that includes that.
Yes.
Okay, so those are arithmetic, mathematical operations. Now assignment operations. So when you say simple assignment, we are doing equal, right? C is equal a plus b. So C will contain the value of. So if I have this operation, C is equal a plus b. So what's the value of C? 30, right? So it will combine 10 and 20 and it will store 30 in the C. Now C plus equal A. Okay, so there is a shortcut assignment. Don't worry about the shortcut. I think you guys will get confused. What it is C is equal C plus B. C is equal C plus B. That's what it's showing here. Let's see if I can zoom in. Okay. Oh, C plus A.
C plus A.
So this is a shortcut for C is equal C plus A. So if I do C is equal C plus A, obviously this one will contain the value of C. So
You
C
don't-
has a value of 0,
Yeah.
right?
You don't
Plus
have to
A.
repeat the C, yeah.
Right? But here I can write the same, this statement as same as this one, C plus equals A. Again, this is a shorthand operator, shorthand operation. So if I do it, shortcut assignment operator plus equals, that's what the shortcut is. You don't have to worry about these shortcuts. Let's focus on the right way,
Yeah.
right? Same things. I'm not gonna go through this one. Let's focus on C is equal to C minus A. Then there is a shortcut operator operation. You can write it this way. So. But again, assignment operators are equal. That's the important. That's what you need to know. Other ones, whatever logically you can think of, you can write it. Okay, logical operators are important. Now, what it says is, this is n, right? So this is n. So if I have two values, wow, these are Boolean values, true or false. So what would be the output here? So if I have P1 variable contains false and P2 contains false, my output, since both are false, my output is false. If I have P1 contains false, P2 contains true. Again, when I use P1 and P2, I'll print out that the value would be false. And it's an and, both value has to be true, then only it will true, otherwise everything will be false. That's the simple logical and basically, okay? For n, both value has to be true, then it will print true, otherwise everything else will be false. Okay, now you're gonna see a little bit different for the or. If any value is true, then it will say true. Otherwise, it will be false.
If both are false, then.
Both are false, then false. If any of them is true, then it will print true, otherwise it will be false. So here, right, for everything is both are false, then it will false, otherwise everything else is true. It's the other way around. Okay. Now on the right side, right, if 2 is greater than 3, how do you write the logical operator? So here there is a syntax, and then for combining the value or combining the operation. This is how you two pipe symbols. That's the OR. I think this is same as Java, C#, all the programming languages. And then this is how you can combine P1 and then P2. P1 or P2. Okay, that's how you can specify in your program. Logical operator not, let's not worry about it, but it's other way. There is a symbol called explanation and then P. It says not P. It gets confusing, so we'll stay away from the confusing part. Okay. And then or are important, and we'll work through some examples, so that way it will be good. Okay, and finally, we have a comparison operator. So if A is a 10 and B is 20, if I do print, if I say puts A less than B, it will print true. This is comparison, right? So A greater than B, obviously it's not, so it will print false based on these two values. Okay. A is less than B. No, it's not, so it's print false. A equals B, false. A is not equal to B, true, because they both have different value. A is greater than equal to B, false. Again, less than, greater than equal to, less than equal to, these are all operators for comparison, comparing the values. Okay. All right, any question? Anything that you did not understand so far?
Then we'll do some exercise.
Yeah.
Yeah, then.
How about you guys do some exercise then? I think next one is exercise, so here is a simple exercise. Write a program that accepts your name and two numbers from it.
Two numbers.
And
Two different numbers. Okay, so you how many inputs you will have?
Three.
Three. How many variables you will have?
Two variables.
Two variables,
Three.
three variables.
Yeah, name is
You
there.
need three values, right? Then you should print your name and print two number addition and multiplication result.
Okay.
So just print your name, right? So get familiar with basic print command for puts, whatever. But you also need to print multiplication and addition for the stuff. That's a very simple exercise, right? The way you can do it, right?
So write your name, can I, that will not work for string?
No, accept your name. So program, you have to follow the programming logic
Okay.
because you don't want to do your own thinking, right?
Three.
It says you need to accept the input
Oh.
in your program, so that means you need to accept the input
Okay.
for name as well as two different numbers.
Mhm.
Then first thing is you print your name.
Mhm.
Once you take the variable value, then you print again, same value.
Mhm.
But you also need to print two number addition and multiplication.
Okay.
Got it?
Okay, here on,
Yeah, we are doing it here. Yeah.
oh, I mean to see on the screen.
Yeah, Ruby Mine, open the Ruby Mine.
And new project.
Yep, new project, yep. Just the new project and yeah, that should be it. So let me just show you quickly if you guys forgot or let's see, I think. So here, for you, it will be empty, okay? When you open something, it will be empty here, but I think first time you will have to enter the project name. It says untitled for you,
Oh,
right?
yeah, up on job, yeah.
Okay, just put Ruby exercises or something, whatever.
So
Class
we will
one.
do new file.
For you, new project, you just create a new project.
Project
new
we
project.
created Cucumber, right?
That's a Cucumber project, you don't want to touch it, you
Okay.
just create a new project. Okay, and here, untitled, just say Ruby exercises. And nothing else needs to be changed. Now here, for you,
Yeah.
you have to click on plus sign. Gitali,
Okay,
did you click on plus sign?
where, on third line?
Yeah, did you have empty, right?
Yes, no SDK selected.
Yeah, so click on plus sign. Okay, and then once it pops up, you just click OK. I think it will find Ruby SDK on your machine.
White string we've read here. Okay, it's just click plus.
Yeah.
And then,
Just click OK. It's already, does the ruby.exe selected? It popped up, ruby.exe.
this,
Yeah, ruby.exe, you should have ruby.exe.
this one, right?
Yeah. Yep, just click OK. Click OK.
The first one, right?
Yeah, ruby.exe. Yep.
So this we did, yeah, third
Yeah,
step.
there is some configuration needed, so. Loading something.
Same window Cucumber, maybe I think something. So if it will be, if we select same window, will that be okay or?
Yeah, it will just close the other project and it will open it up. Yeah, it's fine.
That's
Or
fine.
you can just do, I think there is a third option as well. What are the options?
We already clicked it.
That's okay, doesn't matter. I mean, it's just a new project. Yeah, that's okay.
So we can go back to the.
Yeah, other one, you can go and open the project. Yeah,
How will go back?
let's work through the new project for now.
Then we'll go back.
Yeah, it is there. It's not going anywhere. It will be there on your machine.
So I'll go with a new project or continue with this one,
No, just do new project.
new
So
project.
then file.
Yep.
then Dot Ruby.
Yeah, so you need to add a file. So you
Got
get
it.
to get that, you know how to edit, right?
Dot admin.
Is it still loading for you?
Yeah.
Okay. It shouldn't take much time.
It's sure like everything is rightly selected or something? Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's good. It just took some time. Alright, so now you can just, your project is already there, right?
This one, Ruby accesses.
Yeah.
This one, right?
Yep, just right click on it. It's a new file. The first one will be new and then file.
Okay,
Yep, and
And
type
name
in
it.
whatever name you want, my first hello Ruby, whatever. .rb. Okay, make sure you specify .rb.
no space, right? Hello Ruby.
Yeah, you don't want to put any spaces anywhere. .rb. Yep.
And the file name can start with capital or it has to be lowercase.
The file name is fine, but just get practice into no capitalization is fine.
Oh.
Yeah, you file name doesn't matter. Yeah. Now, this is where once it opens up, that's where you need to write your code, right? So I'm gonna leave the syntax here, but you need to put based on your logic, okay? So I'm leaving the syntax here, but your program will be a little bit different.
What the question?
Hello Ruby, then .rb we did, right?
Yeah. Yep.
It's not looking exactly same, it is.
Which is
correct,
which
which is
is-
fine.
Yeah, just open the file, yep. You have, you can change your settings, I think somebody was asking, right, last week. How you can change the white and black, let me find it here, settings, I think it's under settings somewhere. Editor. General. Okay, we'll worry about that later. Now, this is not the exact program, okay? This is, now you have to think the exercise that you are doing is different, right?
The name, print your name.
Yeah, print your, get that
Name
input,
accepted.
name to two different numbers. So total 3 inputs, then you're gonna print out multiplication and addition for those.
It's print.
Yes,
Yeah,
print
it's
or
print.
puts, whatever, print or puts, whatever you want to do.
I'll do print.
Yeah.
Two numbers, then multiplication.
Yeah, No, there is no period, yeah, there is no syntax. Yeah. If you do that, your program will not run. And the best practice is, if you are starting out, right? Once you enter one line, or two lines, couple of lines, you start running the program to see if you are getting error
Oh, okay.
or not, so that you don't, wait all the way to it till the end, yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Or
trying to.
Because I'm sure you will get an error, so
So better to check it.
better to check it now and,
So maybe just one line, two line, then run.
yeah, run it, yeah. There is no harm, right? Because
Yeah.
whatever logic you have, it will ask you for input and so forth.
So for, the first one was for two, numbers, right?
Yes, so you get the one number in the one get, right? Second, you will need to develop some logic, right? So you will repeat basically for 3 times. So this is for entering number 1, then you will have another block for entering number 2, then you will have another block for getting the name. 3 times. So total 6 lines. Okay, I'm giving you more hint. I should say total 6 lines.
Now it's floating everywhere, so. After some practice, then.
So, it's like just simply entering your name. So puts enter your name.
Yeah,
So it's just running fine. Then how to get the value? So. we
so you have to
put
put
gets-
the storing in the variable, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so gets like that or?
Yeah, so here, so this is the number 1. Right, so I'm getting the storing the value into X, then I'm running it again. Please enter number 2, storing the value into Y. Right, and then. How about please enter your name?
Yeah, so X equal to
So you can say instead of X, you can just say name
name.
variable, right? Yeah,
Variable.
you don't have to say X, Y, Z.
Correct, name
Yeah.
equals to-
So this one will get my first name, this one will get my number, this one will get other number. Now you just need to apply the mathematical operation and work through it, right?
So here, the stdin dot gets is not specified.
So it's there, right?
Yeah, it's there,
No, if I click here,
the second one.
name equals to,
The second one.
So name is equal stdin dot gets, right?
Yes.
yeah, so we have to write down or like how it is coming inbuilt.
Yeah,
It's
this
coming
is
in
how
there.
it is,
It's
right?
coming
Yeah,
in there,
it
yeah.
should be
The
there,
second one. Check.
yeah.
Click on that.
No, always something.
So you might have some typo.
And
So it's name only, right? Name equals to, so
STDIN.
space will be there or not?
Yeah, you can put space, I mean, you don't have to, but it's a readability purpose, yes, you want to have proper spacing. Equals stdin dot gets.
So if I just start with S.
No, you have to type in std something, so here. So std, it comes in.
Yeah.
Dot gets,
So
So
why
it
it's
will
not coming for me?
Showing, it's the second one, it's showing it over there.
No, for
The
me it's
list
not
of-
showing, so anything else, just I wrote like this, name,
did you create a dot RB file?
yes. These two
No,
lines.
it has to be capital. It's just, it's a case sensitive, yes.
Ah,
Yeah, mine is.
S capital T
now I
Yep.
got it, yes.
D, yep, so it's a case sensitive language, okay?
Yes.
So command needs to be exact. So put lowercase, right? If you put P capital, it may not work.
Mm.
So if now I run that one, then cursor should wait for that.
Yeah,
in your
yeah.
name.
and then next one.
Yeah.
Do we need it to give a space, to start with the next line or, we can continue like?
No, I mean, everything needs to be properly formatted, right? And I'm not sure.
No, I'm just saying like when you're done with the first, command.
Then you hit
suddenly-
enter, right?
Yes.
Yeah, then
after
you hit
that.
enter, second line, yeah.
Second.
New command on new line, yeah. Niti, you are following? Hopefully she is not taking a nap. I'm not sure she is there.
Yeah, I'm just in the beginning one, yeah.
Okay,
It was mute, so I wasn't in.
all right,
So I'm on that, please enter your name, that one I'm doing.
okay, all right.
So it will be uppercase, you are saying, right? Yeah.
Yes, it's a case sensitive, yep. So it will not pop up if you put STD like lowercase. Okay,
Let me check.
so what I mean by that, if you start typing STD, then it will
Yeah.
not. You have to
Sure.
be in uppercase.
Okay.
Anybody done?
This is past time, so.
Hmm.
Okay. So now that's where your typing practice comes in the picture. Yep. You need to think fast and type
Yeah,
fast.
yeah.
But this is fine, it's the first one, so it takes some time. First couple of exercises will take some really time, maybe a few hours at home. Okay,
Because
but
it's
third
like
one, fourth
same
one, fifth
things
one will go
so-
very similar,
Yes.
will go much faster.
Yeah.
But it's a good thing that you guys are getting a break for Thanksgiving, so you can spend some time. Because generally folks don't get much time.
But you started early also. Means,
Yeah.
Rasmita told me, otherwise I would not have never known like it's starting on 30.
Right.
She just told me.
Yeah, I forgot to tell you. Yeah. Because we canceled one camp in the middle, so
Yeah.
because of my India trip and everything.
Mhm.
So for the second command, I don't know, it's not showing me the
So
value,
STDIN, it's not showing.
it's like process hello by hello Ruby is running, so. I don't know, it's not.
Process hello Ruby. Trying to see. Oh, just cancel it, see what it is. So puts. SCIN or get puts. 10. CIN get.
So when you enter here.
Oh,
then
that means it's running. You put your name here, right? So now you
Yeah.
go to,
It was already there, okay.
no, you
Value.
click there. Click, yep. And enter some value.
Oh, got it, okay.
Yeah, this is how you take.
Same value, like which.
No, you're supposed to put your
Okay.
name, actual name there,
Okay,
because first one. right?
The first one is the name. The
I know,
second-
but puts, you're supposed to say that, please enter your name. So you are taking input from the user.
Okay.
Right now, you are just typing puts Gitali,
Uh-huh.
but that's not it should say, please enter your name.
Oh, please enter, oh.
Then you type in actual
Got it.
name, and it will get
Got
stored
it.
into
Oh, okay.
variable.
Yeah, I can do that, right? Please enter your name.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I just want to get you familiar with those things, how the tool works and
Yeah.
what those things are. But once you type it in here, then you hit enter and it will go to the next line. It will print this one and then it will stop again. Third time it will print and stop again. So if I have this, right, 3, right? So if I run this. It says print enter your name. Now, if I try to run it again, it will throw me an error saying, oh, your demo is already running. Because the program is running, so I can say Herschel here, then it will please enter number 1, then it will stop again for input.
Yes,
Then I'll say 10,
yeah,
and again it will please enter number 2,
yes.
then stop again. That's it. For me, there is no other logic, that's why. But you need to add that multiplication and division.
So also every time you are highlighting that to run it, right?
Well, I can run it from here. If the file is, I have a file, so I can just run it at the same time. That will run both way. It will-
Both ways.
So, I need to mention anywhere X value.
Well, X will get whatever you enter, it will be stored.
No, I need
Either
to,
you can specify X value or you can take the input.
The program says you're supposed to
Take the
take the input from the user, so you should follow.
so I did this one.
Let me see. No, you don't do.
So I did this one.
Yeah, so name, now X is equal stdin, you're the get, so you have a value in the X.
I need to put X value.
No, X is whatever you type in, right, from the user, from the,
Yeah.
so you have more commands, more statements, make sure you have only 3, like this. Okay, and then whatever logic, let me write the program here, just in case if you guys are. Then I'll say puts
Mhm.
The addition
Yeah, I
of
did
X
this
and Y
one.
is.
puts multiplication
Oh,
plus
Mhm.
X multiplied by Y, right?
okay.
Now I need to convert to the string, remember that,
Mhm.
right? Because this is will be the integer output, so I need to say 2s,
2S.
Okay, it will be like this.
Mhm.
right? And then addition. Now, if I use that expression. Substitution, right? Expression substitution. So I can do that.
Theoretically, we understand now, the practically we need to know.
Mm.
Okay, so I just wrote the third statement in the different substitution expression type of thing. Third statement, different form.
Okay.
So if something is wrong, it will come in and say.
Yeah.
Let me.
Mhm.
Yeah, if something is wrong, then you will see the syntax, you have to troubleshoot it and make sure it's properly. Your commands are proper. So I'm not sure if my program will run. But let's see.
So is that okay if I write everything in lowercase?
No,
No,
you have to follow the syntax,
no.
commands. basically.
When you wrote like your name, why should be capital or it doesn't matter? Or is it matter?
Why should be capital? No, you can, well,
No, not that one. The.
If you
your
do like
name,
this.
why? The your.
oh, yeah, that was within the string, it can be anything, okay?
Okay.
Here, you can say your name is a string, this is a fixed string or fixed value, right? You can put anything between quotes. You can put dollar symbol, XYZ, who cares, something like that.
Mm.
Within string, this one does not, program will not do anything with this. It's not a command. So string.
Will X plus Y do the addition?
What is it?
Addition.
Oh, I put the wrong thing. Right, so I have this one, so first one is addition. I think it's throwing error on the one line.
For me,
Uh,
for addition.
number 2 is not coming, it's giving me error with that. Process finished with exit code.
One. It's the same, like puts enter first number, X equal to stdin dot gets. For the second number, it's the same thing. Just
Right.
put, instead of
Yeah.
X, just put Y.
Yeah, you need to put
Means
the
whatever is written there, just. put that.
X, Y, right? This is a
Yeah.
different variable, so I have 3 different variables, name, X and Y. Storing 3 different values that I'm getting. Right?
Addition, what you put Harshal there, put addition of two numbers is, that is hash.
Yeah, this is a substitute expression substitution, right? So I'm using that syntax here. Pound, this parentheses and so forth. If you don't like it, then just put the simple one.
Y plus, what is the difference between hash and plus?
No, this is I'm adding two variables,
Yeah.
right?
That
And
is the
then
syntax.
printing out the value. This is the syntax. Expression substitution. This is the syntax for that. If you don't like that complexity, then just go with the simple syntax plus x plus y dot 2s. The
Oh.
simple one.
No, it didn't come. Plus, it's showing two numbers only, it's not adding.
Okay, so one thing you can do is just say addition or a equals x plus y. How about that? Right?
Yeah,
And the b equals x multiplied by y. So now you are getting two more variables,
yeah, that also.
Right? and so that would be a lot easier, right? You can do it that way.
Just print C.
Yeah, plus a dot 2s. And b dot 2s. How about I make it simple for you guys, right? So I'm adding two more lines in the middle. String into integer, string into integer. Oh, yeah.
For me, I don't know why value, or why is not showing this, value for the, to enter number 2 is not showing.
Okay, give me a second. Okay, so this should be the program, final program. Okay,
It just, stuck in it, like I repeated.
oh, because you don't have additional logic, your program ran. You don't have any put statement or anything, so it just gets over after that now.
After this, enter,
Yeah, You need to add, yeah, because you are not doing anything else, puts or anything, so it just stops. I mean, it doesn't, there is no additional logic, so it just stops there.
After what? After a second.
So you need this additional statements.
So
Whatever.
for mine, the multiplication is, one is not working.
Okay, what's the error? You need to read the error, right? Read the error and see what it is, what's the error, right? So, see here, what I'm doing. This one.
Yeah.
So whatever value you get is a string value, okay? So you need to convert to the integer number, because then x will have integer value. Because this one will return you a string input, you are converting right away, applying that to I, and so it will have integer, and then you will not have any error.
Arshad, why is not showing the addition? What is the syntax for the addition? You said plus. The,
Here, right? So see. You
yeah,
see that?
same thing I wrote,
Are you sure? Do you have this one?
plus. The. Addition, the variable A.
Right.
Dot two, yes,
What's the error? What?
no error, it's showing the addition of X and Y is two numbers.
Oh, did you put two numbers?
Yeah, means those two numbers are coming.
Did you do expression, substitute expression, or
Z.
so
dot
did you do like a double quote or single quote?
where
Here, double quote string or single quote?
Mine is coming.
is double quote.
Okay,
Somewhere around here.
no, you are just printing the Z, yeah, which is fine. 2s, yeah, so your program should run 6, right?
No, it's 5
Oh,
plus 6
right.
equals to 11.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. X multiplied by Y,
No, this is addition.
okay, so here,
And I put Z equal to X, is there any space
so
or
it's
anything?
just a 5 and 6 is printing 5 and 6.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling. Why it's not printing?
So you need to convert to the integer, remember, those are strings,
So stdin dot get
yes, but you're missing this,
You're missing the dot two.
gets
Dot
dot-
to I. Right? Because if you don't do that, then what's the output of this one?
Yes.
It will just say 5 and 6. It will print right together, X plus Y. So this one returns string, right, by default? This X will contain a value of 5 in your case.
If I consider this one as a variable, just integer.
No, you can't consider, you have to say it's 2i, then only it will become integer,
Okay, so.
okay?
you
Right
have
now,
to-
it's a string,
You have to verify, you have
Yes.
to specify that.
that's correct,
Okay,
that's correct. Yep, otherwise it will be string always, when you get input from the user, it's always a string. Remember that.
so that also we have to specify, whether it's integer or string.
Thus, by default, it will be a string, but if you are taking a number, you need to convert into a number. So right now, I'm applying this function to I. So it will, where Y will have value of integer,
What I'm,
otherwise it will have value of.
what I'm telling.
Yeah.
When we are taking the input,
Mhm.
so that time itself, we have to specify.
Well, a couple of ways, if you don't specify it here.
No, I can directly write down X equal to 7 or 5, like
No,
that.
here, when you do that, right? And let's
Ah.
say you have 5. So this is value is a 5 in double quotes. X will have 5 in double quotes, something like this. Okay,
No, this is the programming standards for Ruby, that's what I'm telling.
yes.
Means,
No, what you can do is programming is a different way of writing the logic, right?
yeah,
So if you don't write it right here,
yeah,
okay,
if I'm not writing here,
then you can write it here. Every operation you have to say 2i. 2i. Okay, because this one is a string. Okay, and this one is a string, you need to convert to the integer.
oh, okay.
Okay, then this operation, if I don't do that, then it will fail, so I need to do both operations. But it's better to do it only once, so that's the reason I'm just putting it here. When I get the value in X, so whatever value is user is typing, I'm converting to the integer at the same time. So I don't need to write this X dot 2i everywhere. In Y dot 2i.
But for me, why I is not coming, only 2 underscore S is coming.
No, it will be, you have two, you will see as soon as you type in 2.2, you will see 2S, 2F, 2C, 2R.
Oh.
Right, so 2I, you should be able to select. All right, anybody getting close to be done?
Just try and-
Remember, we write, programmers write typically million lines of code, so
This is starting, so.
this is starting, yep,
You
I know.
can do it.
I know, I'm sure you can do it after 2 months, right? Yes.
It's done.
Are you getting the output, correct output?
Yeah,
Run your program.
I-
That's fine, if you write it a little bit different, that's perfectly fine, okay? As long as you are getting the same output,
Why is saying syntax
It's
error?
good.
I don't know.
now you read there, read there.
See? Why there is.
So read there and it will tell you.
I did little bit different way,
That's perfectly fine. You can write a program so many different ways. Yeah, it should be okay. As long as you are getting multiplication, you are printing out, addition, you are printing out. Yep. So see, what's the error? She is saying,
Expecting.
Puts addition of two number is A dot to S.
Dot to.
so are you converting to a string or no? Because when
Is, yeah.
she is,
Mhm.
can you get?
okay, let me check.
Where it will be.
Multiplication one is not one.
X plus Y, what's the error? See, no equal convert of string to integer. So again, you need to convert to the number.
So in that. way.
X plus Y you are doing, right?
Yeah,
X
but
multiplied by,
this is multiplication, this is the.
I'm saying in.
see this Y,
Yeah.
you entered X. Why you are printing Y like that?
Yes.
Addition of two number is, what line is that? Line number. What line is showing? In, what is this number?
No, this-
Addition of two numbers.
11.
It's very good.
Yeah, so you go to line 11,
Yeah, this one.
yeah,
Same thing is written, it's wrong in this one.
No, it's not.
staying into integer, so it converts an error. So you need to convert both numbers to the integer, then only.
If I convert that one integer, it will not swing to me also.
No, so this is fine,
Yeah.
but why you are not converting to the integer? Why?
Why?
Y has a value, see, you can put, look at the program here. Did I assign the value of this to Y? What you have is, instead of puts, you have Y equals this thing, it's a string,
Nothing is fine.
okay? So you don't want to do that, you wanna put, this is Y, and
That's why
then
it should come
just
out
put,
to that.
Yeah.
so you need to correct your program. So see, I would suggest you let her do it, okay? Don't change, let her do it, let her struggle, and then only see will like, okay?
I'm not convinced it's doing.
Ashok, can you check like what's missing here? That I can,
Yeah,
because
so
it's still.
read that, read that.
Uh,
okay.
it's showing in the main.
No, so,
So I did that and it showed in the main, so like this, right?
Yeah.
And then like.
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah, so it's a different-
okay, so what is the defined variable?
It's not at all. So that's.
Gitali, so. You are printing out Gitali somewhere, oh yeah, Gitali, right?
Yeah.
Here. Your variable name is what? First one, if you go all the way up, where are you getting name?
Here,
Yeah, what's the
STDI.
variable name you are defined?
STDI.
No, variable is on the left side.
Yeah.
Left side meaning here, this is.
This all three, a number,
This is the what is this?
name,
Yeah, so you should say name here, not Gitali.
oh, and I
Variable.
to put it here.
Yeah. Put the name,
It is-
name is a variable, okay? Not Gitali, whatever you are typing, that's not, see, the name,
Oh, we'll just put name there.
right, it's a variable, so you print, use the variable and in the operations.
And then run it again.
Yeah, right again, see, you might get different error, but probably that error will be corrected. Did you fix the issue? Susie?
What wrong I did, there is something wrong on that, puts your name is.
Means it's easy, like if functions are not showing up, that means something is wrong in the.
Yeah, definitely, that's what she is typing is something is wrong.
So that's
That's why.
functions are not showing at all, so I just remove
I
that.
typed it
Okay,
correctly, but the
Gotcha.
function was not showing.
Gotcha.
So now I deleted everything and put it
Yep,
again,
yep.
so now.
All right,
Now,
so are you able to run your program?
yes.
Okay, good. So 1, 2, what about you, Giti?
Now I'm going to do the division.
Yeah, so the name, it's coming down, like put your name, it should come in the down.
Yeah.
Okay, then I should put my name there.
Okay, do one thing, you go and share your screen
Okay,
Yeah,
so that I can see what you are,
yeah, I,
Let's see how it happens with the subtraction.
So it's not going beyond number one, it's like not showing even the error also. Nothing
Did you
is
hit
there.
enter?
Yeah, I did.
Alright.
It made it.
Okay, put your name
It
is
didn't show the
name.
number two. It didn't come.
No, so first one, you get all the inputs, A plus B, 2S. Yeah, so you finally printed out, right? So this two, so this thing is printed.
But where's the value for two, number two? I didn't put the value, so it should bring value.
Number two,
It
meaning,
didn't bring that.
no, you are printing this operation, right? So
Oh, the first one.
multiplication is A dot 2S, so this one will contain value of X multiply Y, or X plus Y, whatever operation you have. So it's printing 10, so are you saying, so run the program again, let me see what value we are importing. Okay, so now you enter your name, nope,
Oh,
and you
sorry.
have to come here.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I mean, just put the name, but it didn't ask for it, the last word. Yeah.
Okay. It's to
The
5
number?
and, yeah, whatever you're doing, what number you inputted,
10,
okay, and enter 5 this time.
oh, just not 10,
No, 5, 10 is good, now
Okay,
enter
then-
5,
another number?
hit enter. Okay, so it says 15 and 15. So are you doing multiplication or division? One of them should be multiplication, right?
One is 15, both are value 15.
I know, 15, right? So your operation is wrong here. One of them, you will have plus, is that what, both are plus?
Yes.
Okay, so you need to multiply. You change it to multiplication. Okay, Giri, go ahead.
It's interesting now.
All right, so put your number one, stdin.2i, okay? So no spaces, okay? When you said the gets dot 2i, then you shouldn't have any space. All right,
the two, yes, the two is looking different, yeah, something,
okay, why, give me control for a second. Okay. Okay, so you get that.
Wow,
and
I did
that's-
subtraction.
yes, yeah. Two,
Now I
You can
know
just
the
select
trick.
it. Yep,
Okay.
okay,
Actually, now
Right.
coming,
so that's
Okay.
one.
take
So
it.
now you can repeat this. Basically, copy paste is good. Enter number
okay,
2, and you change the variable to Y,
boy,
right? So that's the second variable. Okay, so now I think, okay, so you are putting your name here. Then you are, so now you need the operations, okay? Whatever operations, so now you can stop sharing and follow what I have.
so the name, if I'm doing, it's coming, please enter your name here, so should I put it in down?
I think you just leave it everything at the end, right? Because you can just, your name is there.
Okay.
Okay, so here, this one has issue, right? It says.
Okay.
Should we put dot gets, right?
Yeah.
Dot gets. Okay. So this, well, when you say puts, you need to specify the variable here, okay?
Okay,
So this is first one, get your name. This one you will get enter number 1. And then you will have number 2. Now you need to work through additional things. Okay, so now you can stop sharing the screen and follow what I have.
so should I put the name here in somewhere in the up?
No, it's whatever you have at the bottom is fine.
Fine,
You print statement should be at the bottom.
okay, so here I'll put the numbers like 10 or 20 addition,
So if you run this, right?
yeah,
Run this program,
this one, yeah,
Yeah.
okay? So it says put your name and let's say
This one, right?
Geeti.
yeah, yeah,
stdin for main
Yeah,
object. Why is that?
From here.
Good.
hello.rb.
Yeah. Initially I did uppercase, so again I did another folder doing lowercase, maybe.
Okay, let me see why you're getting the error.
Now it pushes.
Yeah. It's a little bit slow.
Okay, trace back,
So-
procedure, hello Ruby.
Yeah,
got something.
yeah. Thank you.
I did subtraction, I did division. Exponent, it's right. Could be different with exponent because
So for you, did it show recenter number two, like for me just showed one, we did the number, and then we just did the number. Because
For that, you have to get it, first you have to give the input, right? So here like. First one, please.
Okay. So there's some error here.
So when you do number one, it should ask again, please enter number two.
Let's see.
That's how it happened.
Correct.
Didn't ask, no. I
What's
just
your
did it.
name? Oh, name is name.
Or like.
Try one more time. Run it, run it.
So this one I'm correcting for you, Vidhi, okay?
Yeah.
So name and name. So if I run this, it should run.
Yeah. Please enter your name, yeah.
Enter.
How it should bring, please enter your number.
So it came here. So now you just need last two lines, okay? Or last few lines. So now you can stop sharing and just follow what I have.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you can stop sharing.
also I feel subtraction division.
Good. Yeah, are you going to print it out?
Yes.
Okay, so you can now make your own calculators.
Oh. Is it one more time?
Yeah.
That was.
Gidhi, you can stop sharing. Yeah.
I didn't put, that's fine.
Yeah.
There is a tree, if something is wrong, that function is not showing, so look for it.
Yeah.
Yep. That's always the case.
Okay, now give. Remove one.
The cool thing is everything is there, right? You don't,
Yeah.
you just need to know which one first and which one second, and how to.
Yeah, it's a logical, right? It's the
Yeah.
logical thinking. It takes some time to develop it, but once you work through more exercise, I think you should do.
But when I wrote, I typed subtraction, why there is showing a bar on the
Just,
it? I don't know, but it's not showing for addition or division. But why is- I thought we spelling mistake, no, it's not a spelling mistake.
As long as your program runs, don't bother.
I should not worry about, okay.
Then where is the?
Is that slow?
Did you correct your program?
Okay, now.
Yes.
Now.
Okay.
Even on my laptop. It's very simple.
Now it should.
So there, that was the reason, I was just. Yeah. that
Okay,
was-
Giti, I'll get you guys another 5 minutes. Okay, and then we will move on to the different ones and then we'll come back and I'll let you guys work through. There are plenty of exercise for you guys to do. Okay,
First one is done.
first one is good. So it's
But
good.
I have idea about
Equal to
how to
sign.
do it.
Monitor puts equal to sign, that's why it was not bringing. me
Oh,
that.
I see.
That's what I was
Oh.
asking, number two.
I see.
I should ask.
Okay.
But even if it is like that, if you just put the values, it should show me the correct value. So
Oh, I see.
I just put the puts is equal to, and then that's why it's not bringing me, commanding me to put the number two.
So you had equal to after puts?
Yes,
Oh, okay. So
And
it
then
it thinks
here-
it's a variable instead of having a function.
yeah, but
Okay.
still, after, when you asked me to just put the second number,
Mhm.
it still took it correctly, so.
No,
that's
Ruby is a forgiving language. I mean,
Yeah.
as you can see it, right?
I think it's the simplest.
Simplest one, not much complexity there. So I'll give you guys 5 minutes to wrap up, okay, this particular program and we'll move on and learn the different things.
Can we save this? I just want for.
Yeah, it's already saved.
Oh,
It should be already saved, so unless,
if it-
otherwise you go to file, save all.
Same one.
I'll go to file and save all.
Yeah, but I think it should be saved. When you run the program, it will save it.
And let's say my my division will be like, floating one.
Mhm.
So we have to,
Two F, to convert to the two F. Right, so first of all, instead of integer, you need to do two F,
okay, yeah,
right?
got it.
that's all you need to do.
Yep.
Right,
And other things will be same.
yeah, everything, you don't need to change anywhere else.
Correct.
And we can do only one, we don't have to do Y and X both. To change it to F, right?
Yeah, you can do one, yeah, it should be fine, but I think it's better to do both,
Both?
because you don't know what user will be typing, it's a X or Y, so
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
just if you are doing the floating decimals, then just do both.
Two F,
Yeah, two underscore F, right, so if you change it here. It will be two F here,
So if I want to.
F for, what is that, F for
Floats.
float, okay.
Yeah.
So if I want to run only the multiplication one, so I have to highlight that or how it goes. I
only.
don't want to do everything, I just want only.
Well, the program, unfortunately, Ruby is a more like interpreted language, so it will start from the top to the bottom.
Oh. okay.
Unless you comment out, put the pound and comment out certain lines, if you don't want to run it. Let's say you don't want to run these
Oh,
two
so
lines,
put the pound sign over there so
Yeah.
that it will not run.
it will not execute that line.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So if I changed it, the X to float, okay,
Mhm.
so it's the float is going to work for everybody like the.
So X will have floating value,
Uh-huh.
Y will have float
Floating
value,
value.
and that's it, and you don't have to change anything. So if I do something like run demo,
Mhm.
and say enter your name.
Yeah.
Then say 10.5, 20.50,
Mhm.
then I will have those type of results.
Yeah.
let's say A is 5,
Yeah,
B is 3.
Yep.
I'm storing C as A divided by 5.
so this
A by
see,
B,
A will have always float value because both are floats.
Yes.
One
So
of
we
them
have
is float, A will contain float. Because we are printing A here, right?
so no need to specify X and Y as float.
No, we already did here, right? When you
We
get
did
the
here.
values.
Oh, that's right, so we have to specify first.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
But if we are specifying integer, then it will not work.
No,
Now it's showing, it's showing error
It's-
over
it's
there. I
showing
already did that.
It's showing
It's
error, yeah.
it will not. Okay,
And I did only division by putting the pound sign to
yeah,
addition and subtraction and multiplication.
and try entering 0, see what error you get, right?
Yeah.
Division, so. So you can test your own program. This is what unit testing about, right? This is what you will do as a unit testing.
Yeah,
Test your own program. Now, as a QA, you don't do unit testing, but here you have to do your unit testing. All right, I think we can move on, right? Okay, good. All right, so your Hello Ruby is done. So let's see the real thing. Or let's add some more structures. Let's talk about array analysis first.
which lesson is that? Was that next one?
This is a 4.3, 4.2. Yeah.
Everyone has.
I think it's all about practicing, like how
Yes,
much you
that's-
practice once you understand.
Yeah.
That's right.
Second.
I was trying
Yeah,
to
you
like
will
this-
never memorize, okay? This thing you cannot memorize.
You need to have a data, like a kind of a, like a.
You know, when we are doing the theory, I understand everything, and when I came here,
Yeah, yeah.
forgot everything.
Yeah, you need to have a logic in front of you, which you can, because
Yeah.
you cannot
Yep.
memorize
Yep.
so much of
That's right.
calculations like.
Yeah, as I said, I first one might take a couple of hours at home, or maybe a few hours, and then
Yeah.
you get it only okay.
I think Thanksgiving time will be spending like,
Yeah, hopefully you guys can spend some time. That's the whole point.
yeah, practicing on this.
Practicing.
So we'll do on Thursday, ourselves,
This Thursday, I think we will skip it.
keep it.
Yeah, because the Thursday is a holiday, so, yeah.
Okay.
So
So,
we were doing Tuesday, right? That's what.
no, Tuesday, it would work for me.
So we're
So
not
that
doing
is,
this
yeah.
week,
With this week, but we'll continue on next Thursday,
Next Thursday.
Thursday after Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Yeah, but before that, make sure you spend time at home.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
definitely, that's what I'm.
If you are struggling, yes, we can, that's where we'll have a lab, so we can correct it and
You
help
can
you
give
out.
us assignments like what to.
Oh, we have plenty.
oh yeah, Hassan always does that.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, for programming, there are plenty of assignments.
We should do it.
Okay, so let's talk about two more data structure. So we talked about integers, strings, yeah, decimal floats, whatever, booleans. There are two more data structures. The biggest difference between the integer floats and those things, they all are single value. That means you cannot store multiple values in those data structure. But in the arrays and hashes, you can store list of values, multiple values. Okay. Now, what are the arrays? So let's start talking about arrays. So Ruby arrays, it's nothing but a list. So if I have 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, I can store all those values into array. So they are collection of one or many objects. Again, string is an object. If you look at the type wise, right? Integer is an object. They all data types are objects, considered objects. Array is also an object, but you can also store other data types like numbers, integers, all those things as part of the list. So it's a sequential collection of items. And each item can be indexed, and I'll talk about what the index means.
So object is the data. Right?
All this string type, integer type, they all are data objects, basically, one type of objects, think of that. So
Okay.
number 10, you are storing, it says you are storing into some X
Mhm.
variable,
Very.
but 10 itself is an object.
Okay.
Everything is an object in Ruby. Okay. Now, in Ruby, a single array can contain items of mixed data types. Some programming languages doesn't allow like a mix and match, but Ruby allows mix and match. So here, this is example of the array, what it looks like. Okay. So, probably. Okay. So this is how you can define an array in the Ruby. So two brackets, square brackets. And then you can specify the list of values that you are storing within array.
Integer, string.
Yeah,
decimal.
here it's an integer and a string, and then you have floats. And then you have other integer value and so forth. But Ruby, in Ruby, you can store something like this. Some programming you cannot. You can mix and match, you cannot mix and match. So what is the array here? So this part is an array, and this is my array variable. A1 is an array variable. Just like you name it whatever name you want, you can call it an array variable or XYZ, doesn't matter. Okay. Now array is an object. Okay, so you can use the object-oriented notation to create an array. array.new, you can do that. Or you can simply specify like a blank parenthesis, so this will initialize empty array. Okay, this first line will initialize empty array, or you can do array.new, it will initialize empty array and store into A. Or you can have A equals 1, 3, 1 cat and 3. So array will, you can initialize it with 3 default 3 values. Okay, that's how the array is, it's a list of values.
So what is the second one, that array.new?
Yeah, so this is object oriented notation. Now we have not learned here yet. But this is another way you can create an array. Array is object dot new. And I think we will come back to that when we talk about object oriented programming.
Okay.
Okay, not tomorrow, but week after that. But there is one way, there is another way to create array. Now, how the array works, okay? So let me show you what is the index. Here. So let's see here. So you see the arrays are zero based index, has a zero based index. What does it mean? So if I need to retrieve this value, 1, this index is a 0 here. I can start with a 0 index, 1 index, 2, and 3. So this-
A0,
What is it?
A0,
A0. Yeah, that's how you can read the value 1 if you want to retrieve it from the array. Programmatic, you can say A1 and then 0 in the bracket. Okay, so let's see the example here. So I'm just gonna use the same example and we'll put it in the Ruby file. So I'm just going to create a new. Okay, so this is what I have. So I have 4 values, right? Now, if I want to read the value, so I can say puts A1, and if I do 0, what value it will print? It will print 1. Okay, if I do 3, it will print this value.
Or
And
so
so-
in the place of the.
Yeah, 0, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, 0, 1, 2, 3, right? So first value will be at the 0 index. Second value will be at the index number 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so this is how you can retrieve the values. So if I can run this program, right, it prints out 1. If I do 1, so it will print 2, right? So this is how it says index based array. Okay, these are called 0, 1, 2, and 3 indexes. This is how you can read the values and change the values as well.
So before 1 is 0, right?
Yeah. What is it?
Sorry, 0 would be where,
The index
First one.
number will be 1.
So first value will always be at 0 index,
For
and
any
then second value will be at a 1 index, so n minus 1. You can think it that way. So if you have total elements, 4 elements, right? 4 values. So first one will start at 0. Second one will be 3.
One.
This is
A1.
2. So if I do A1 or A2, so it will print out this value. And A3, this will print out 4th value.
Okay.
So what will happen to the
2 is the
two?
string, huh?
The string, that's why.
It will always starts with A0.
0. A0.
First value
Yeah.
will be A0, second value will be.
So let me put it here, right?
No, I understand that, but why you are skipping the string
I'm
value
not
two?
skipping, it's just telling you, then I know.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Right? So if I do A3,
Got it.
and
Now-
let's do the A4 as well. Okay,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
6,
Right.
5, 5, 5, 5,
okay. So what
Yeah.
this one will have?
nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay, we will see when we run the program, right? So I'm printing the values and let's see what happens.
Yes.
Okay. So here, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and it did not throw an error. Now, most of the other programming languages
We throw
will
the-
throw an error. Okay.
Oh.
Here, it just doesn't throw any error, but it doesn't print anything
Yeah.
Oh, It doesn't matter.
beyond 4 because it
Yeah.
only has a 0, 1, 2, 3 index values. Okay. So this is how you can retrieve the values, and you can change the values as a similar way. A1 0 equals 2. If you want to change the value, you can do that. So now I'm changing the first value to 2. And if I run this,
Then it is error.
let's see if it throws an error. So I change the value to 2.
Oh, it is.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, it will not throw an error. Okay. Because in the Ruby, you can change the value, update the value, and print it out.
Yeah, no error.
No errors. Yeah. So these are, again, these are list of values, right? That's the whole
Can you
purpose.
just go back and show me how the value will change?
So I'm just assigning a 0 index. I'm assigning a new value. That's how I'm changing it.
So we are just updating a new value
New
to
value.
that.
To
zero.
for that 0 index. So this is how you can do it. Yep. Okay. Now arrays, you will use it to store different usernames or password and any list of values that you have. You can put it in the array as well. In the Ruby test automation.
How many arrays we can specify in a program?
It's up to you. There is no limit. Yeah. But array takes a lot of memory as well, so you specify only if you need it. And so forth. Now you can have array within array as well. So instead of, because array is also structured. So instead of 1, you can have another array, list of values as
That's
part of
right.
the element 1, it's allowed. Yeah, but those are complex structures, we probably won't worry about it for our purpose. Now, there are a lot of array functions, but you guys may not use it, but if you are curious, go to this link and see it. I mean, there are a lot of things you can do, manipulate the arrays and all those things. But those are advanced things. Okay, so let's talk about hash. So array is a list of value, hash is a list of values as well. The big difference is array is index based. Hash is key based. So you can define your own keys or own index type of things, basically, to popularly work with the hash. So let me show you example here. Oh, actually here. So let's take a look at this example. So months equal, so this is a hash. This is how you can define. That's this parenthesis is a different, right? This is how you can define with this one. Now, first element, this is the one thing, it's a key value pair. So first value is a key and then it's pointing to some value. Then I have number 2, which points to the February here. Number 1 points to the January. These are called key value pairs. So each item or each object will contain a key and a value. So I cannot do, so array is a 0 based index, right? It's an index based. This one is a key value based. Yeah, key value pairs. So let's come back here. Actually, let's take a look at this one and then we'll work through example. Again, hash is the object, you can apply .new or initiate, something like that. It has a lot of built-in methods like what is a key, values, length, delete, and so forth. And I'll show you one example here. Now here, oh, this is example. So let me show you the actual hash example.
So the symbols are called key, right?
Yeah,
Key, then the
first-
variable.
It's a pair, so it will always have a key and a value.
Key and value.
Okay, those two pairs. So think of it, your program. Let's say what I'm doing, right? So I'm defining a new hash here by doing hash.new and storing, creating a SSN details variable. Okay, so this is an empty hash. Then I'm assigning this key values. Okay, this is a key, so this is a social security number, and it's pointing to the ray value. So this will become my key. This is again a key, and this is a Diana is pointing to the value. So think of it, it's every person has a social security number and it has a name, right? So I'm creating more like a database, in-memory database or in-memory structure that stores those key, social security number and a name. What's the name of the person? So I have 3 records or 3 key value pairs. Now, if I want to retrieve, what's the name of Diana? If I want to retrieve the name for the key, so I need to specify key value, something like this. Puts SSN details and specify the key. So it will print out the value, which is Diana in this case. Okay, so if I run this program. So first one, it will print it here. Let me just comment out this one. So that is easier to see. So it prints Diana here, this line. Okay, if I want to print Ray's name, so I'm going to supply this key. And it will print Ray here. So you always supply the key. Array, we are supplying the index. 0, 1, 2, 3, something like that. Here we have to supply key. Now key has to be unique, okay, in the hash.
It has to be unique, okay.
Right, so this key points here, right, Ray? And if I do this, let's see if the Ruby allows it. So now I have 2 keys, same key. See if the Ruby allows. So if I do this, it will throw me an error. Okay, it says 192, one is a duplicate key. You cannot have same, key has to be unique. Then only it will identify the unique values, right? I mean, otherwise it doesn't make sense. Okay, so key has to be unique in the hash.
Yeah, that makes sense because.
Right, otherwise, how would you retrieve the value,
Yeah.
unique value, right? So,
But for declaring, we have to write down the keyword hash.
well, you can, or if you do something like this, it will automatically create it. I don't think it will throw an error. See? You don't have to say hash.new, but you can do that, like SSN details is equal. It's a built-in keyword, hash.new. Okay, so this one will work. But if you are supplying the values, you don't have to initialize. This line will still create a hash and assign to this variable. This is a variable, right? SSN details is a variable. Okay. Or you can do something like this, right? Empty brackets. This is again a hash. Same as a hash.
Like array.
Same like a hash.new. Same, but it's empty hash. And then you are assigning the list of values in the next line. Okay, does it make sense? Now, again, as a test, I mean, automation tester, you may not use it, but you too heavily in the programming type of thing. But where do we use this, right? So username and passwords. Storing the list of values, we probably most likely you end up using the hash.
G-training.
Yeah, training, all those things. You will end up creating a one hash and then but after that, you will probably not use it in the programming. But it's there, so. Okay. Yeah, other advanced methods, you can again take a look at it, but practically you will not use it unless you are a developer. As long as you understand the structure, what it is, then you'll be fine. Any question on this? Is everybody good? Yeah, I don't have any examples for you to work through. But what I will give you is,
Some examples we can do.
I have this, I'm gonna share, I think I already shared it under, on the download upload folder. You already have the student copy Ruby programs.
Oh.
Okay, in the upload Google Drive.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so you download it and you open this folder in the project,
Mhm.
okay, and you have all these different samples to Ruby
Oh,
code
yeah,
Yeah.
student.
to practice.
Yes.
You have all the examples that we are going to talk about.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so that you don't worry about anything else.
So what is called?
Student copy Ruby programs.
Yeah,
Got it.
It is there in the upload
Yeah,
folder, okay? So that way you can practice, run each one by one and see, or you can change it. Array hash is also has a lot more things.
Mhm.
If you want to see some advanced things as well, pop, shift and all those things is there.
So you emailed that, right? It's in the
It's in the Google Drive.
Google Drive.
I uploaded for you where you have the slides. There is a
Uh-huh.
different folder.
You are
I think he has already sent the link.
Yeah,
in the
in the
first
email,
class last
yeah.
weekend.
Yeah.
And it's the first one.
if you don't have it, let me know, I'll send you. No worries. Okay. All right, so as I said, you can take a run the program. You may not create from scratch anything for this one. So,
I think for practice first, we should write down, then.
yeah.
It's better.
Yeah.
What I'm gonna give you is actual programs to write it.
Yeah,
Okay,
Yes.
that's what you need,
yes.
which will not use the hash or arrays because you will not use it.
Okay.
Okay, so let's talk about one more thing and then we'll dive into the actual practice, further practice.
Yeah.
Okay. Now programming or any programming, it talks about control structures, and so forth, looping, range, iterators, all those things. So let's talk about what those are. And then we'll work through exercises. So programming logic, when we say programming logic, what does it include? It will always include some type of control structures, looping, logic, ranges, iterators, and so forth. So let's see what it is. So control structure generally includes some conditional statements. Conditional statement is if something is true, then you want to perform some action. If something is false, you want to do certain actions and so forth. So these are called certain conditions are true or false. You are taking some action, writing some instruction in your program. These are conditional statements, and the common conditional statement is if else.
Yes.
If something is true, some condition is true, then you execute certain line of code.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you execute some, check another condition. If something is true, then you execute something. Otherwise, by default, you will have else where you can execute certain logic. So let's take a look at this example. So I'll let you guys read through here. And see if you can tell me what's the final printout should be at there, what this line will print. So what the puts rate will print. So what the rate supposed to be?
0.5.
So conditional statement, right?
Yeah.
You start from the top.
Yeah.
Apply the condition, see if it's true or false. So income here is 30,000. If income is less than 10,000, rate is 0.2.
Yeah.
So it checks, hey, if the 30,000 is less than 10,000, no, right, it's false. So it will move on to the next condition.
Yeah.
Else if income is less than 30,000, then it will, is it income less than 30,000? It's 30,000.
Yeah.
So it will skip it.
Then
Then it will come here, else it will print
it will take
0.5.
0.5.
Okay, so that's how you evaluate the conditions. Now you have to memorize the syntax. When you say else if ELS is not else. Okay, so I've seen the mistake. ELS if, it's not ELSE. Okay, and this one is else is fine, but it starts with the if and then ends. So there is an end block.
Something different.
Yes. Every programming language has its own challenges,
Whole
right?
challenge.
So this is ELS. So else and put.
So it's
something.
it's the unique style
Yeah,
Ruby style.
of. Yeah.
Ruby
unique
style, yep, ELS is, yeah, that's a common mistake, okay, when you
Yeah.
write program, you're gonna have this, you will run into this. Everybody's clear, what's the conditional statement supposed to look like?
Yes.
Okay, so any question? You have to write some program later on, so let's see,
Yeah.
okay?
Can we go to previous one? I'm just
Yeah.
writing.
Oh, you don't have to write, it's there, these slides are there.
I know, just for my own
Okay. Oh,
just for-
I'm gonna print it out something for you guys as well, so don't worry about writing this down.
You know, the printer's easier to make the notes and.
It's, but you can always open that particular, I think all the slides are there. You can just open the slide if you need to. Alright. Good?
Yeah.
Okay, so the logic, right? I mean, the way it works, it evaluates the Boolean expression. So this is a Boolean expression, income less than 10,000.
Mhm.
Remember, we talked about the comparison of, what is it? Expressions, right, earlier? Income less than 10,000, it's a Boolean expression. Results in true or false. If something is true, then yep, otherwise keep on going. True, then execute the test statement, otherwise, this is a flowchart representation of the logic. Okay. Okay, there is another control statement called case.
Yes.
Case statement.
Yes.
Okay, so the way case works is so similar to the if else,
Mhm.
okay, but here it works a little bit differently. So here, what it says is grade equals 10, school case grade. So school case grade, so it's applying a case statement on the grade here
Mhm.
and storing the final output in the school variable. It's not clear, okay, here. But ultimately case grade is checking different values for grade when between 0 and 5, print elementary. When between 6 and 8, print middle school. When 9, 12, print high school, otherwise print college. So whatever the output of the case statement is, it will be stored in the school variable. And finally, grade, number grade is in what school? So school is a variable and grade is 10. So grade 10 is in, according to this logic, what it will print?
Great, then it's
High school.
High school, right? So it's supposed to print high school here. So you can write the same thing in the, using the if statement.
Mhm.
Okay, you don't have to use case statement if you find it complex. So if you're writing in if. So if grade between 0 and 5, then you say school equals elementary. Else if grade between 6 and 8, then you say school equals middle school. Else if grade equals 9, grade between 9 and 12, then
Yes, sir.
high school. Else school is equal college. That you can write the same statement using else if.
Yes, sir.
I generally prefer else if.
Mhm.
If there are
Because it's more
more,
clarity.
For
Now you're talking.
more condition, then you can
Then
use the
yes.
case statement. More, otherwise else if works perfectly fine.
Mhm.
Okay, so that sounds easier.
Yeah, yeah. So you start with else if, and if you think there are multiple number of values, then you change, then else if becomes complex.
Okay.
You switch it to the
Yes.
case statement. Okay, but it's a very straightforward as well. And I'm not gonna go through here, but this is again a flowchart representation. Okay. Okay. Let's talk about another logic that you will always use is a looping statement.
Mhm.
So if something is true, you want to maybe perform action repetitively in your programming logic.
Mhm.
So do something until condition is true or false. Okay, So while some condition is true, keep doing something, basically. So what's a control structure looks like? Obviously, there is a while condition. So while something is true, you're gonna keep executing these statements. Okay? So here, let's see what it prints out. I'll let you guys to take a look at it, see what it prints out.
While nine less than
I think it's not found.
So what it will print?
five, so
So while I is equal 0, while I is less than 5, so what's the value of I?
Zero.
0, right?
Yeah.
So it comes here on this line. So if this condition is true, so it will come in the loop. Then it will say I is equal I plus 1. So I is equal 0 plus 1 first time. So put side. So it will print 1.
1, 2,
Then it
3,
come
4,
here, then again it will go evaluate it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4. It will print 5.
5 is
Yeah.
less than 5 now.
So
Less than
4
not,
I is, so when it comes to 5,
yeah.
will it be 5? 5 is less than 5?
Less than 5. It has to be less than.
It's not.
No, but it is not,
But
but it,
4 plus 1 is 5.
but it will print up to 5.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see here. Right? So I is equal 0, 0 less than 5, so it will print 1.
1,
Come here, it's 1.
yes,
1 is less than 5, so it will
Yes.
come here
up to 4 it will go.
up to 4.
So
By up to 4 in.
by the time. we-
Then it will be 5. So you will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? So the logically, you need to evaluate by going through the loop, see.
Because I starts with
Right,
0.
right, that's right. If I starts with 1, then you will have different thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or you have different condition, less than or equal to 5, then you will see.
Yeah. There will be less, equal to
Equal.
that.
So it will keep executing until this condition is true. That's the whole point. Right? Okay, everybody clear?
Yes.
So you can write program on that as well. So. All right, so here is a flowchart representation. You can check it, but this is how the flowchart is written. Okay. For the looping, there is a one more different, just like a case and if, right? You have two alternatives.
Mhm.
Here, I can write the same looping statement using the for. Okay, but it's a little bit different way.
Using or.
For, so for is also creates a loop
Okay.
for I in 1 to 4. So it's always starts with 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then puts high 1, high 2, high 3, high 4, and then it exits out. So it is a fixed range. This is the range. 1 to 4 is a range.
So 2 dots.
2 dots. Yeah, 2 dots specifies a range variable.
Okay.
Okay, and I think I have it at the end what the range variable looks like.
Uh-huh.
But this is called a range in Ruby.
Mhm.
1 dot dot 4. It says 1 to 4.
Range query.
Now in this program, right? I'll let you read it. See what it does.
Mhm.
So top is equal 6, so I'm defining one variable called top, assigning the value of 6. For I in 1 to top. Now I'm not using a fixed value, I'm using the variable here. Okay, so 1 to 6, it will print 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So it will print high 1, high
Yeah.
2, high 3 like that.
Right, right.
Mhm.
High 1, high 2, high 3, high 4, high 5,
High
high 6.
6.
Now here you in the what's the difference between while you are incrementing it manually.
Mhm.
Here it will
We
automatically
already
increment
fixed
by
that.
1.
Fix the value.
Yeah, fixed value. I mean, there are options. You can say step 2 and step 3. So whatever increment you can specify as well as option. As well. Okay, but this is also available. This is a little bit simpler. But if you want to control what's the increment would be a logic, then you can specifically go with the while.
So that one is the manually, this is automatically, it's taking the next one.
Yeah, here it's right now, if you don't specify anything, yes, it will increment by 1.
It's not automatic.
Yeah, it's not automatic. Nothing is automatic. Yes.
And the
Nothing is.
endpoint will write like top will be 6, like where it will end.
Yeah, so 6, right? So you are
Yeah.
saying let's stop here, so it
Yeah.
will end at 6. But if I
End.
change it will go 1 to.
Yeah,
But-
otherwise it will go infinite, I think. Yeah, it will go.
You can always change it here. You can always say 10 to 20. It's not, it doesn't have to be 1.
Okay.
Start with 20, 10, go till 20. If you say 10 to 20. Here,
Yeah,
doesn't
so,
have to start with 1.
so you have to specify the top to 20, right?
Yeah, you
That's
just
it.
specify top to 20.
Yeah.
You can also create another variable bottom and put it here. So everything is configurable or programmatically you can manipulate.
You need to mention that on the top. Right, that number, then it will take.
Yeah, right now, this is how the program is
Yeah.
written because it uses this top variable. But whatever value you change, it will be considered. Same thing, you can replace this fixed value with a actual variable.
Yeah.
You can define another variable called bottom and use the bottom to top, whatever. Doesn't matter.
I can put A, B, C, whatever.
Yeah, ABC one doesn't matter. It's a variable, right?
Can you go back to the loop, do loop?
Okay.
Yeah.
So here again, everything you can. I is less than 5, he is a fixed number, where you can put whatever you want. Again, goes back to what logic you want to implement, you can customize your code. Or write your code. Okay, okay, so we just saw the range, right? But it's again a type. Okay, it's a type or data type. And you can define the range variables, something like this, 1 to 10. A to Z, you can do A to Z here, okay? So both way it will work. Beginning and ending values are important because that would be the range. And you can use it in for loop or anywhere else, if wherever you need to use it. But it's the important part is you can use any data type. 10.5 to 1.5 to 10.5, doesn't matter.
But this while loop is like do loop, right? The same.
Yeah, it's a do loop, it's a do, there is a do while and while. And so there are different, but Ruby has while loop, okay?
This is only while, yeah.
Yeah, yep. So everybody good with the loops, right? And the range?
Looks are. We don't know, when we'll do it, we'll see.
Yes.
Now it looks easy.
Everything is easy, it's perfectly fine, they just need more practice, that's all. Okay, there is one last thing I wanted to go over quickly. So in the array, there is a concept called iterators, which are methods supported by various objects. So array has these values, right? We can retrieve value 1 by 1, or if I can do each do, I follow the syntax and print out every value from the array. Okay, so here array dot each, so that iterator method, this is the iterator method available in array. And I have to follow do, then specify I, put I. So this one will start with the 1, whatever the first index, second index,
So
third index,
each
etc.
should be there.
Yeah, that's the important part.
Syntax.
Yeah, that's the important part.
Dot each.
Yeah, it works with the hash and arrays.
Mm.
Okay, works with the hash and arrays. Hash has the same method.
Oh,
So I think I showed you here.
pass and.
Again, these are not important, so that's the reason I'm not gonna spend much time, but I'm gonna show you quickly in the hash. As well. And you can play around, right? So here I commented out this line of code here, right? So SSN details, we had this hash each, do, string, key and value, okay? So it will take key and value from each line, each list value, and puts key and put value. Okay, so this is what it will run, it will iterate through the each key and value. So like array, and then you have this, this, and so forth. Yeah. Again, these are available methods, but most likely you may not use it. but I just wanted to go over just in case if you need to. As I said, sky is the limit in the programming. So, yeah, whatever more you can pick up, that's great, but otherwise, this is the best thing for automation. Okay, any question so far? All right, no,
I don't understand this one completely. Like
which one?
the last one we did just now.
Each?
Yeah.
So let's come back.
Means, where it fits, like,
So if you want to print out all the values, right?
Retrieve
From
all
the
values.
print out all the values from an array, you can do two ways, right? You can say,
One
if you
by
know the
one.
all one by one. Or you can just do, because if the array has like million
Yes,
elements or 1,000 elements, you can say 0, 1, 2. Instead of that, you can just iterate through everything and
In a
just print
loop.
out all the elements.
The loop.
oh, okay.
Again, depends on where you want to use it, it's up to you, but it's available, that method is there, iterator.
Like when you have a group of.
Enough, so many values.
So
many
and then you use that one, otherwise, let's say, only 2 values, why you will use that?
There is option for.
Yes, yep. Okay, so I don't have anything else to cover today. So what we will do is, we'll start working through some exercises, and this is your homework generally. Okay, so but what I like you guys to do today here. Question 1 and 2, see if we can get it done in the class.
Ask user to enter name once and then.
Print the name on the screen 5 times. Okay, so let's see how you're gonna write this program. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay, some logic, and then you can work through it. So, anybody, this is also there in the software download exercise,
Okay.
that particular zip file.
That student one.
Yeah, student copy. This file is also there. So ask user to enter name once. So you need to think what commands you can use, right, for getting the input. Then you have to print the name 5 times. So what you need to do, once you get the variable, value into the variable, the name, then you have to print it 5 times.
Yeah.
So don't use puts 5 times.
No.
So,
What-
Use the
You
loop.
lose the loop.
Yeah.
Figure out the syntax, how you can print it 5 times, right? You have
We
example.
have to see the syntax.
Yeah, you have to see the syntax, which syntax wise,
Yes.
open that PDF and work through it, right? Okay, so this is simple, you're gonna use loop, while or for, doesn't matter, okay? Whichever one you want to do. So that's where your program is. As long as you are able to print 5 times, it's good. This one asks user to enter 3 numbers, find smallest of them.
Oh, okay.
This is where you need to use some brain
Logic.
logic.
Numbers are.
Okay. So here, you're gonna take the input of 3 numbers. X, Y, and Z, let's say number 1, number 2, number 3. Now, how are you going to find smallest number?
If and else.
You have to use some conditional logic. If
A is greater than B.
A is greater than B and
Yeah.
greater than C, right? Both. You have to apply multiple condition, then or A is less than B and less than C. If A would be less than both numbers, then A would be the smallest.
Yeah.
Then you have to do same way, check B, check C, and print out the smallest number. Okay, the logic I already
Let's
gave
keep
you.
the logic for us.
Yeah, but I gave you basic logic,
Hint.
right? Hints. So these two, let's get it done here. Okay, we still have time. I think you guys should be good to get it done here.
so new file,
Let's first write down the.
So open a new Ruby file, right?
One question, the second one will be loops, right?
The second is,
First comes,
first one is,
I'm sorry, yeah, first one is loops,
yeah,
and the first one would be,
let's write down,
sorry,
let's write down. No, you're asking something else.
No, I'm just saying like.
Second one, you have to use the if.
If,
if
yeah,
else
I don't know
conditional
what we
logic.
call that is, we call that.
Conditional.
Conditional logic.
Conditional.
Second one is if and else. If
Yeah,
and
so
else.
refer to the slide, right? That's 4.2 or 4.3. Let's see which one is
Conditional
Loops
logic
while-
is 4.3.
Loops while,
so this is the one. 4.3 slides, okay? That one has what is a while, if you want to use while, which is fine. If you want, you can use for too. Okay, either one,
Yeah.
right? For or while.
Mm.
And for if else, you can just follow the example here.
and we create the.
Make sure you create a new Ruby file for both each.
Okay.
So create exercise 1 Ruby file .rb, exercise 2.rb and so forth.
Okay.
Okay, don't mix and match in the same file.
Exercise 2.rb.
Yeah, q1.rb, q2.rb doesn't matter, whatever name you want to give.
New project.
Not new project,
No.
same project,
No,
just
same
keep on adding new
project.
files.
It's two.
New file.
So two different files?
Yeah, two different files, one for each. Yep.
Yeah, thank
These
you.
are different programs, right? So you have to create two different files.
So new file is 1.ruby.
Yep.
.rb, sorry.
And I would suggest, so here is the one caveat with the Ruby. If you have error in any file, programming error in any Ruby file, then your program will not run.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay? You make sure your all files are
others are
good.
okay.
Others are okay, then only you will be able to run this
This
file and run. Yeah,
Oh.
it doesn't work otherwise. Because it compiles everything,
Oh,
okay?
and also the previous file we did. the
Yeah,
same.
if the other file has an error, you're gonna start seeing errors in the other. file.
Only compilation or it will ask for the input also,
No, just compile.
just compile.
Compile. During compile, when you run it, that's where it will check other file.
So it's in session 4.5, where is
4.3.
4.3?
In which slide, array hashes are there?
I think 4.3.
4.3.
That's
Yes,
4.3.
4.3. Additional groups.
Okay, so I gave you guys a little bit more hint, okay,
For which one?
for both. Hopefully, that one will help you.
Finish?
No,
Okay.
nothing.
First one down.
5 times. Okay. Let me check it once you are done with the second one.
Okay. So we check the second one.
Yeah.
Oh, you gave 2 bullet points.
Well, explain a little bit further.
Ask user.
Logical.
No, ask user to enter name once and then print the name on screen 5 times, that is done. So you
Yeah.
want other 2, the bullet points?
Yeah, yeah. So for question 2 now, right? You are on number 2 then, right?
Okay, first is done, okay, okay. But
Did
the
you
pro-
complete the full logic or?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, yeah, that should be okay as long as you follow the syntax. To compare each number, check or compare. Yeah,
What I'm missing here, like, this green one, it's not
okay,
bringing the name in loop.
all
I
right,
missed it.
so name, so you need to print a name variable instead of I.
Oh, here,
Yeah. So put I, you have put I, you don't need the. You are printing I instead of name, you are printing the name, right? Five
Yes.
times, yeah. So you need to change the variable name to name. If you are done with the two, then go to number three. But I think two will take some thinking thought process.
Yeah.
But syntax, well, it's probably 10 lines, not more than that total, maybe 8 lines.
so instead of value 0, we have to write name, right? That's what you said.
No, instead of I,
Variable.
you are saying in the loop, you are printing, you have put statement. You are you are doing put side, instead of that, you need to do name.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did that, but that didn't work.
Yeah, sorry, I could not get it. Yeah.
No, Giti, I was, somebody asking questions, so I'm just explaining.
Yeah.
But if you have question, let me know, okay?
Actually, I was doing better, so I did mistake like file. I forgot to dot Ruby, so and I was trying and it was not happening. So again, I
Okay.
forgot to So again, I'm doing
Okay, all right, no worries. Take your time, I mean, this is the homework supposed to be, so
Yeah.
you have probably 200 plus hours at home, so.
Yeah. So if I don't do now, I'll forget. So better to do now.
But why it's still asking me, please enter your name here when you already.
No,
mentioned-
you don't put the gets into the loop. Yeah, I think that's why you put the gets in the loops.
stdin dot gets,
Yeah, is that what you have in the while loop,
uh,
or that's at the top?
and that's only on the top.
Yeah,
Uh,
so,
Name is equal to stdin dot gets.
yeah, so
what I-
that's correct. And
Mhm.
now you only, then you have what you have while loop, right?
Yes, no, I don't have that because of that. I'm sorry, I'm not sure. No.
Yeah, so logically,
Uh-huh,
right?
that's not correct.
No, that's, you're still puts I. You have to, instead of puts is for printing the
Uh-huh.
I. Why, you don't need to print the I, right? You are trying to print the
So wherever
name.
it says I, it has to be the name.
No, not wherever.
Okay, then,
It's not a find and replace, no.
okay, then,
That particular line, you need to change I to name,
okay.
only that line, okay, not anywhere else.
Okay.
Yeah, try small change and see if it works. If your program is previously running, then it will, you have to exit out of that program first before you start again.
Exit, you will rerun it, right?
Yeah,
That's
just
how-
rerun.
Yeah,
Did you change it?
Yeah,
Did it working? No, not Gitali. Gitali is your variable is, what is your variable? So. This is your variable.
Italy is the variable.
No,
and
not the
then-
Gitali. This is the name is your variable.
Okay. Okay, name is variable,
Yeah,
right? And
That's
then-
what you're supposed to print here 5 times, because this is what you are typing on the screen. When the program runs, you will have to enter something. It was be stored in the name variable, and then you have printed out 5 times.
So you have to do puts 5 times. Like that.
No. Just put once,
Okay.
because it's in the loop, it will automatically print 5 times.
Okay, but this is correct, right?
No, it's wrong. The name, your variable is a name,
Yes.
not Gitali. Yeah, I don't know what
Name.
Gitali is.
Okay,
Yeah, so you need to get rid of the line after that, first of all.
this whole line,
Yeah, the whole line you don't need it.
or just
Yeah,
Okay.
so make
Arshil,
sure.
could you please, Arshil, could you please show one so that we will have clarity?
What is it?
Could you show the first one so that we will have little bit clarity? How to
Uh,
do?
I'm just waiting because folks are still trying here.
Okay, if anybody does also, we can see, yeah. Get the username, STD and
Why
get
don't you share your screen? Let me see what you have.
check. No, I'm
GT.
still working. Yeah, I'm still working. Let me see again, yeah.
How are you, Rasmita and Daisy?
Yeah.
You need me to show it here?
Not now,
Do you understand the logic part?
yeah,
Otherwise, I can show you guys here, first one. Okay, so I have the first one on the screen,
Yeah, just
what's names, oh.
right? Because you
equal to STD and
my time.
What I did, since it's 5 times, I put names.
Oh, name, so, yeah,
Oh,
okay,
What I
I
did.
did.
we never have to write the value there, right? Value has to be always
no, you are getting the value, right? When it run first time. Let me see.
but I mean to say, we don't have to put value there up. Like where
No,
we-
no, you never put that, right? That's the whole point of the variable.
Yeah, you
So here,
Put names.
so when I run the program,
Right.
input from the user, and then I'm printing, I need to print the same name 5 times. Now I can use that, or I can use a for loop.
So what I did, I I put a comment like, okay, the first one is enter the name once to.
Yeah, I did like this herself for I in the one dot 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 till 5, yeah.
Yeah,
But
the
what
same-
I did name, instead of name, I wrote names.
Oh,
It
oh,
doesn't matter, okay, so here, if you have names variable, which is
Yeah.
fine, you can use the names everywhere.
No, what I did, at first when I did name, and
Oh,
when
I
I
see.
put name, I
Variable
supposed to do name, I
names
did
will be
names.
Okay, okay, so you need to read the error,
Yeah,
because it will tell you variable is undefined. Okay,
yes.
if you have it, then it will tell you. So now I will see 10 times, because first 5 times will be other one, and the last 5 times will be formula. So this is the second one I'm printing using formula. 5 times.
let me go to STDI. Yeah,
Oh, it's still it's on there. I don't know.
okay, so we don't need to write like put name, used to hashtag I and the parentheses and all, we don't.
No, I is that example is a different
Yeah.
example. Right?
Okay.
Over there you are printing I, but
Hmm.
here what we want is a print name 5 times. So
Yeah.
implementing I, but you are not printing I again. So you just need to print the name 5 times.
Okay.
I don't know, so it's still it's showing there.
Read there, read it, it will tell you what is wrong. What's the, read at the bottom. See, when it will tell you the line number.
It's saying syntax error, unexpected end. I found that good.
So your end statement,
Mm-hmm.
okay, here it's just showing the error.
Yeah, because there is a line under E, I don't know why. To me, it's showing.
So make sure they both align.
Oh, that's
I
the
think,
reason.
well, some tools will have the issue.
Oh,
How about
let me
while,
check that,
let me see.
maybe. Where the food's supposed to be?
See here,
I can't
right?
really find- Oh, okay, let's see.
Make sure you have the, well, it doesn't show, I mean, the tool they have improved, so it doesn't have to be.
So mine also showing error.
That's why
Read
I
the
was-
error, read the error. I think that would be the best thing. You run the program, read the error, see where the error is.
So we need to learn that too, how to.
Read the errors,
Ah.
yes, because that's gonna be your best friend, I mean.
Yeah, absolutely. What's wrong in this?
I equal to.
There is space, no, where is the space?
Okay, puts name, while
I know I did wrong over
did you run the
here,
program?
yeah.
Name, STM, get size equals 0. Oh, you put W capital,
Where?
while, that's why.
Ah,
I think you probably have
No,
W
no,
capital.
So,
oh,
mine is.
maybe. Now, you know, Harsam, now there was, for me, there was a line under the E.
I know, but
At the
W
end.
capital, so it
Yeah,
doesn't
that's
recognize, it doesn't recognize if you have W capital, then while and end is a syntax. See, I have the same line here.
Because it's not taking the W, so that's why it's saying
That's
the
right.
end doesn't matter, right?
First one,
Rashmita, you can compare with mine, see if you have anything
Yeah,
different.
it's not.
Sorry, come here.
Ashok, here, there's no error, but it's not showing me any result as well.
You need to enter
I enter.
input, yeah, input.
Oh,
Just put
without
your name,
asking,
yeah.
oh, without normally asking you.
No, this is what it's asking you.
Where is your?
Oh, it will.
Because you don't have put statement before that, you don't know what, but you
Oh.
put still put,
So without before
What is
asking
the
your
number?
name, we have to put our name there, right? Normally.
yeah, yeah, see, this line will stop right there, but if you want to see the line.
Hmm.
You have to say puts, please enter your name.
Oh. got
You
it.
are writing the whole program, right? Remember now, you
Yeah.
are the programmer,
Uh-huh.
please enter name. So if you do this,
Yeah.
that means it will ask you next time.
Okay, and we don't need to, normally we don't need to.
We don't need to, I mean, yeah, that's why you don't have that line, so it just goes and stops there.
Got it, okay.
Because same thing person has to do.
Oh.
This means this cursor is already here, just you have to put, but if you want to see the, what you want to put, then just write down that one. Puts, the statement, enter your name. Just here.
Yeah, so software will not do anything, right?
Okay, got it.
So if you want to see the statement, write down puts, whatever you want, right?
Because of that
Before name,
W,
just write
I
down
got
puts, enter your name.
W.
Puts, enter your name.
Alright, so you, those who are done with the first one, move on to the second one.
Yeah.
Then
Those who are done with the second one, move
third
to the third one. Yeah, second one is a little bit tricky, but I'm sure you guys will figure it out.
Yes.
So for me, I mean, yeah, I'm not there. So me it's showing like process finished with exit code 1.
Okay, you go and share your screen, Geeti, so that I can see.
So I put a comments on the top, is that okay?
Yeah, yeah,
Name
it's
one,
your
and
program.
then
Yeah,
see.
it's your program. Yeah, you can put whatever you want. You are the programmer now.
Oh.
But don't put too many things
No, just
unless,
yeah, just a simple like
otherwise you are like adding requirements as a QA. If you add too many things in the program.
But the question number 2. It's a question number 2.
That's the part number 2, ask user to enter 3 numbers and find the smallest.
the smallest number, it will be fine.
Geeti, you're sharing? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Where was- Oh, name yesterday. I wrote that. I don't know where I think it got.
Yeah, you
I
probably,
think it probably.
you need to put, yep. Just do gets is fine, yep. stdin dot gets is okay as well.
No space, right?
No space, no.
Don't
Or
write-
can I run it from here?
Wait. Okay, so the reason.
Hmm.
Let me see.
Oh, while and puts.
Yeah, run it, see why, okay, undefined local method name.
Should I run it from here? Usually I'm doing. Is it wrong?
No, just run it, see what happens. Yep, now enter your name in the bottom window.
Then enter.
Yep. Yeah, there you-
Oh, it's
Yep.
many times. Why? It's so many times.
Now, because you have 2 loops, one is with the while and second one is a for, so that's why it's printing 10 times for you.
Oh, okay.
5 times each in both loops.
Should I send? Then I should.
No, that's fine, I mean, yeah.
Right.
Comment
I
out
see.
what you want, but I put it in my program just to show you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Use either while or for.
Oh, I did both one. Oh, I'm so sorry. I did first in this way. Then I saw yours. So yeah. So I
Okay,
got it
that's
now.
the reason.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, you can stop sharing.
And it will be saved, I think. Yeah. Should I go?
Yeah,
to
it is
another-
automatically saves.
Yeah, I'll open another file.
The for loop is better than the one,
Well, for this case, yes,
right?
but then, yeah, it's again, you can use either, yep. Either one,
But when I did first time, what I did, like, for the for loop, like a name, and what I did, I put the I over here, so what happened? I put the name David, so
Okay.
David one, David two, I said, why it's a David one, David two?
Right.
And in the, when I did the while one, why it comes David only? So then I took out the I, now then it shows only David, not David one, David two,
oh,
like
I
that.
see,
So that was wrong, right?
yeah, that is wrong, yeah. No, because you put both I and David in the
Yeah.
name, that's the reason,
That's the
because
one.
it combined the strings. With David and the name and I. That's why it prints David one, David two, David three.
Yeah,
David
because
four,
it's asking only name, I should not put I over there. And it combined and it came.
So that's
Yeah.
incorrect, you're correct.
I think second one is done, hopefully.
Let's see,
Yeah.
let me see.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are inputting three numbers, right? It is giving you the right result, okay?
Let's put anyway. Given
Okay. How about three? Three. And five. I'm very just as that. See which one shows up.
Yeah. Okay, you both, okay, you get two numbers, okay, then I have to.
Yes.
When numbers are all different, then it's working. Let's try in that way, then I'll try
Okay,
this.
all right.
At least, yeah, something, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so. Anyway,
5, 6, 7. Simple one.
let's see.
Okay, how about 7, 6 and 5?
7,
6 and 5. Okay. So run through condition, I see some issue with your logic.
yeah, when you are in a cool mind, in a hurry, logic doesn't come so easily.
Yes, I think you know, your approach is fine. You are comparing one, but then I would say you want to compare at the same time. Okay, so here I gave you something like this. In the same condition,
Use this, compare each number with other two numbers.
other two
Oh, okay, you are telling, okay, at a
at the same time.
it's better to do twice.
Same time.
Same time, compare the same number, like number 1.
Okay,
Now here again, you are thinking. Okay, this number 1 is less than, you want to put less than or less than or equal to, that's where your equal numbers and those
Equal,
things come.
okay.
in,
first
Okay,
okay.
first try with this condition and then you can tweak it.
So first one with.
So number 1 is less than and number 1 is less than number 3, then.
Oh, that is
number-
the end?
Yeah, this is and. This is combining, right? The and operator.
Uh-huh.
If you want to do multiple logical condition, this is and. This is out to and.
And equals will be like this only?
Less than equal to is less than equal to.
Oh, okay.
Right, this way. Something like this.
So compare the one number with the second one, then compare the first number with the third one.
No,
right?
compare whatever, you have 3 numbers,
Uh-huh.
so you pick one number and compare with 2 other numbers.
Oh,
At the same
okay.
time, in the same if condition or else if condition.
Oh, okay, okay.
I mean, you are doing it comparing one with the second, then going another one, which is fine, which is fine.
But,
Which will work if you put it right way, but
I'll do it at home.
No, do it here.
Question, one question.
It's not
Yeah.
coming, right? I tried.
Let's combine the number, we'll have rate also, right? That's how we,
what is that?
so when we
LCM?
have, like, we did the example of income.
Yeah,
So when it's like more than, we have a number, and if it is less than.
but that has a one logical condition.
Uh-huh.
Income is greater than 5,000.
Right.
Here, you need to put 2 logical conditions in the same if or else if set. Because you are comparing one number with the first number
Uh-huh.
and comparing one number with the second. So
Okay,
you have 3 numbers. You have to compare
Okay.
same number with 2 different numbers in the same condition.
okay.
Which I have it here. I gave you one hint here. This is how number 1 is this and number 1 is less than number 3, less than equal to number 3. One if statement, and then you have a second else if statement, which compares number 2 with number 1 and number 2 with number 3. Then another else if statement. Number 3 with number 1 and number 3 with number 2.
So. I'm not doing that capital anymore.
And make sure it's a case sensitive again, okay? If
Yeah.
and all those things has to be lowercase.
Yeah. That mistake I'm doing a lot. Maybe I will not go for uppercase anymore, then it will be a practice, I think.
Well, you need to have uppercase wherever it's needed. So,
Yeah,
you still need to get familiar with it.
I just have to keep in mind, okay, everything where it's not needed, I should not think about capital.
Right, right.
So less than equal to, or we'll do only less?
You,
Less than.
yeah, you will need less than equal to, but the test it out, right? You have to run your unit test, supplying 3 different numbers in 3 different orders. And see if that works.
So for less than equal to, I have to put less than, then equal to sign or how?
Yes, this is
Okay,
yeah. And when you go home, right, go through, review what we did today, right, syntax wise, because that we covered less than equal to as well. Spend some time. Yep.
Let's give one number. Let's try.
Okay, 335.
Okay.
553.
Okay.
678. Okay, all right, then I think then you are there. So you combine same condition, right, in the both, and you use less than or equal to. Okay, yep, that should
That
work.
way it's easy,
Yeah, yeah,
but I'll do the one by one.
yeah. Well, you will have a chance because this one you have to do something similar. So because you have multiple conditions here, so you have to come up with that one, calculate tax. Okay, it's 12:50. So do you need me to give you answer here, or are you gonna put an effort tomorrow and I can show you tomorrow morning?
Answer.
Answer will be better.
So do this by ourselves. Then we'll know.
Which one?
Okay.
Number 3?
Number 2. Well,
Number
number 3, you have to do it. Anyway, it's a homework,
Yeah.
so. So number 2. Okay,
I know, if we'll do it, we'll understand, but
I know.
so,
I already gave you guys hint. Maybe how about you guys spend some time?
yeah, I
Yeah.
think we should do it, tomorrow
Yeah,
we'll discuss.
yeah. That's fine. I'll show you first thing in the morning.
Even question number 3 we have to do, right?
Yes, yes. So
Okay.
2 and 3, you have to finish up at
Finish.
So you
home.
are going to see that exercise, no, that.
It's already there.
That,
So drive.google.com. if you
yeah,
do that.
no, the recording one today. is
Yeah,
recording
I'll send you sometime later today. Yeah,
today.
yeah. Maybe with 3 o'clock, because it takes some time to process and so forth.
Hmm. Okay, thank you.
I think you should be able to do 3 and 4. The fourth one is simple.
Average of it.
Yeah, find, ask user to enter 5 numbers and find average. So this is very straightforward. So get it done 3 and 4 at home, including 2, 3 and 4. Okay. And then we'll come back to the 5 and 6 as we learn additional things tomorrow. 5, 6, 7, 8 and more.
One case is failing.
Okay. Which one is failing?
Is failing in the. Like, let's say 986.
Okay, so you still have some other logic? Or check the
I think,
number,
I think two logics are,
no, so check the third one, I think you might have copy pasted. And you did not change the numbers properly. Yeah, check, it's a copy paste error, it looks like. So whatever your comparison is, let's see if you are comparing with the other two. You might be comparing with the same number. Twice. Let me check quickly.
whatever numbers you said, it's fine, but
X is less than equal to Y and X is less, oh, greater than equal, it should be less than, right?
that I did in the.
The last condition.
Yeah,
So you
So
said
is-
greater than. The last condition.
it's already there, right?
No, this one is fine.
What
X
else?
is less than Y, X is less than equal to X is less than equal to Y and X is less than equal to.
That will be the same case, right? So
No, then, okay.
first less than.
No, 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 no. So your conditions are not right.
Yeah, some.
X is less than equal to Y,
X is
X
less
is
than
equal to Z, that is fine.
fine.
And C,
Yeah,
Y is less than equal to X and Y is less than equal to Z. Y is less than equal to X and Y is less than equal to Z, then Y is.
then, yeah, means one by one, we have to.
Yeah, but I think your logic is not right there.
No, that's what I'm telling, it depends on
So you
the
have only
number,
2 conditions, so where is the third one?
yeah, that's what I'm
The
telling,
third one you need to put LCM.
yeah, that is very specific.
Yeah. You have to be very specific for this one. Because there is no other else here, you
Yes,
cannot put else. So you are missing the third condition.
Right now I'm blank. I know I can do it, but right now I'm blank.
So write down logically, right? Let's see, right? So let me write down logically here. So we start with the logical, right, in the test case as well.
Oh, I did it. Let's see.
So get input for number 1, get input for number 2, get input for number.
But I did it.
Now, if number 1 is less than or equal to number 2, you have to compare with both numbers. So this is my first condition. And then
And,
number 1 is less than or equal to number,
Number 3.
then if number 1 is both less than or equal to both numbers, then number 1 is smallest.
Yes.
Okay, now I'm writing it here logically. Okay, this is my logic.
I did understand, but my question is how you will know what to write at the end?
Huh?
Like the smallest number, but
No.
you will see, right?
Well, you can just print or just I can
If
say
you want
print
to
number 1 is
change-
smallest
uh,
or puts.
You can see the output also there, right? It's not showing. When you enter 3
Yeah,
numbers,
we can write put also.
Yeah,
after calculation is not showing the number, it should show, right?
yeah. So we don't have to do put number 1 smallest like that because it's in the
If you
question.
want,
We
you
don't
can
have
do it. Then put that one, what you want to show. You can put that.
Yeah.
That's all, right?
Yeah, this is.
This is logically, so now you
I
can
did
convert
it
to
on the
the,
paper first
there you go, I mean,
to put the concept in my mind, then I did.
Yep.
And I
but
put
again, I
it-
gave you logically, so you need to convert to the actual
Actual numbers.
syntax.
Yes.
Actual syntax,
Yes.
okay? Now, once you do that, then you can supply the test data. Data set, right? So do 3, 3, 5. In the first run, second run, 2, 3, 4. Third run, 4, 3, 2. And fourth run, 5, 5, 2.
Okay, I have to check those numbers.
Okay, so and you see if everything is giving you right result, then you are good.
Actually, I did it two separate lines. Is it okay, or we have to be maintain this one line? Like
It will-
if,
Even if you do a separate line, it's fine, as long as you are putting the conditions.
okay.
But it's not an integer. Sorry, you have to do float, right?
Integer or float is fine, integer or float.
That's why I'm using that. Because I already defined it as a float.
Yeah, that's fine.
So,
Yeah, no, integer or float, either one will work. As long as it's a
Yeah.
number.
oh, okay.
Yeah, as long as it's number, you are good. Your goal is to find the smallest number, so integer or
Doesn't
float,
matter.
doesn't matter.
Okay, done.
Working? All three, all four
All-
sets?
all.
Okay. Now you can go.
Then why it's, I don't know.
Okay, so it's a 105, so I think we will regroup tomorrow morning. And we will work through. I have one more topic to cover, and then I'll let you guys work through handout.
No, you do the logic.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I'll
No,
just check the
I-
syntax.
Yeah, check the
I will
syntax
try.
and
Not the logic.
let them do it.
Yeah.
The
Yes.
problem is telling me about the smallest, what's wrong in this?
No, you can't type in smallest, okay?
What Harshal said.
I gave you the
Less than
logic.
equal.
No,
Oh,
I just
right.
want to put that on, okay, I can make it as a.
Only equal sign?
Everyone equal and then-
I just have to check those numbers, that's it.
Okay, here, it is just showing this one, you want the variable, right? So then you have to put the,
Oh, that.
here, that is not the.
Put one, don't forget that. Process release to exit from 0, what is that?
That means it's done,
Done.
but did you put the print statement?
Really?
It worked without issue, but then did you put you can just print the number that is smallest.
At the end, I can do that.
You can do at the end or do it within the if statement. That's all you need, right? Just
Yeah.
print the number.
So, here we go.
I think within if statement is good.
Within.
Yeah, like what I have here.
Within will be good, yeah.
Yeah, just put print it here, right there.
Print,
Whatever is the smallest number.
within the smallest.
Or put the smallest. Put and print both are same.
Yeah, it both will work, puts and print, right? Now here I wrote it in plain English, put number 2 is smallest, so.
Yes.
After so many years, I'm now writing the
Code again,
code because in Majestic, it's like hardly any code.
that's right.
It's like manual,
Yep,
so,
yep, that's.
so I'm missing my days. So hopefully.
But now I think once you get it, then you probably don't wanna go back to the other things. Maybe, yep. Coding is more interesting after.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah, you wouldn't even
After you
realize
know
the
the
time.
concept, I think it's awesome to work on this. Like when we started the manual class, oh my God, what's going on? Okay, now I know, okay, what is that? Okay, now automation started, it looks like, okay, I'll get it. Maybe more practice. That's true.
Yeah, just practice at home, these things, yeah. We got plenty of time. So. So should we wrap up here, or you guys want to continue going for another 15-20 minutes? Say, yeah, all right.
Oh, it's okay. I'm just trying those one number is.
That's good. I mean, I like it. I mean, that you guys are trying. Yep, yep.
It's not showing 21 number, what's wrong with this?
Did you use quotes? Are you getting error?
No,
Do you have a statement like this? What the numbers you are supplying?
no, numbers are doing good, but I want to see that it's written, okay, the smallest number.
Yeah,
is
so-
This.
You just put,
Then puts,
puts is the one, right?
within code, whatever you want to see.
Or just put the puts number, number one. Here, in my case, I'm putting number one, that's all.
Yeah, I.
Okay.
Right? So this is the actual code. It would look like this.
And then A1.
What about you, Geetali?
Still.
Do you have something logic, something similar to what I have?
Yeah, I'm just trying to follow that only.
Okay.
Exactly the same.
Yeah, I think this part does not change if you give the same variable names as I have, like number one, number two, and number three. Okay, so this part doesn't change for you.
Okay.
Only logic you need to put is how do you get the number one, number two,
I
number
did
three?
A1, A2, A3.
Yeah, so whatever you do, make sure you put A1, A2, A3, compare something like that. I have number one, number two, number three.
And how I will print in the same line, the text and the variable.
Yeah, so you can do it here, right?
Yeah, put,
Smallest
puts the smallest number is,
number
Huh.
is, you can do it both two ways, right? So you can do pound
oh,
and expression like this,
ah,
or you can do something like this, puts
that I did.
smallest number is
So I'm done.
plus number one dot two, yes.
It's for what?
Yeah, I did that one, then plus.
So either one will work.
Okay, that we have to do, num1, the string one.
Yeah, string, dot convert to the string.
Oh, you want to write down like that?
Means
Either one.
I wrote
So
like
I wrote that other way.
one number.
So if you wrote this way, it's fine.
Number is-
This way is fine.
The other one,
Uh-huh. For
followed.
the same line, then you have to.
Like.
Or
this.
just put, say, puts number one. All we need to do is identify the smallest number, that's all.
Yeah.
I'm done, sir. Everything, those 4 set numbers.
Working? Okay, good.
But you know how, what way I want it, when it's showing me the smallest number, but I want it to be written, okay, the smallest number is this.
Yeah, so it says here, right? You can
know what I'm
follow,
saying?
No, that's it.
That's it, this is the one, yeah.
That is the sentence.
Yeah, I was asking that one
Oh,
before,
okay.
so
I see.
it will show like, okay, smallest number is this one.
Yes.
Yeah.
We can write smallest, right?
Make sure you follow the syntax. That's
Because
not
it's a string, so.
string, so you need to convert to the number to the string. Yeah, if your kids are in school, they'll be probably following a little bit advanced than this one, so in the high school or something.
Mhm.
Yeah, they are way ahead. I mean,
The loop and all those while do, we did it in the school too, in our time, because I
Yeah,
remember these
must be,
things.
Yep, yeah, they're pretty common, I mean, any programming language.
Those are
Relative to
old
Ruby.
things, like do loop and while loop.
Yep.
Those are old ones. so.
Right. That is still there, same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fortran, even if you learn Fortran, I think, whatever, or Pascal or whatever language, COBOL, yeah. Yeah. All right, I think we can wrap up then,
Yeah.
all right? And so two more items to finish at home, the tax one and the 4 and 5,
Question.
sorry, 3 and 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 and 4 at home. And we'll review it in the morning. I think I don't know how long it will take you, but put an effort,
Yeah.
Which one, 3, 4?
3 and 4. Fourth is a simpler one. Third one will take you some, you have to follow similar logic, what you just built here. If. But I'll let you do it so that you understand how the conditions you can come up with.
I think now.
Okay, Giti, any question for you?
Yeah, where can I find that homeworks?
3 and 4.
Yeah, three.
Yep. So, or you all have access, right?
Yeah,
There's a Google Drive. If not, just text me or email me and I'll send you this. But you should have access.
it's, I'll search it, where exactly, yeah.
You have
Yeah,
not
that's a
sent it in
student
the mail.
something.
No, no, I sent you a Google Drive link.
There's a Google Drive.
So many
Yeah,
stuffs are there.
Yeah, the slides are there and then you will have a zip file and zip file will include this one.
The last weekend, also send it to us.
Yeah.
So that's the one.
No, I know that, but it's open, but which one, any specific number is there? Or I will just search.
One document, Ruby programming
So
assignment.
assignment, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what I was asking. Thank you.
Yeah, if you don't see it, just let me know and I'll send it. Send it.
No, that one is student copy.
Yeah, but
Oh, under
within
that-
that,
Okay, got it.
yeah, within that, you will see Ruby programming assignments.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So many things to practice.
Yeah, it's all about coding.
Yeah. Now we know the theory, now put apply it in practical.
Yep. All right, Giti, so I'm gonna stop sharing and exit out. All
Sure. Thank you, Arsul.
right, we'll see you tomorrow.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Simple.